top story then, where Amazon's founder Jeff Bezos has written an annual letter to shareholders where he talks about all the key milestones achieved both by Amazon and its various group companies such as Amazon Web Services, which remember is their cloud offering. And he opens with the milestones that these companies have clocked, both his enterprise-focused companies and his consumer-oriented companies crossing the $100 billion mark in terms of sales. So that's the key milestone that he's highlighted here. He's also spoken about and also defended the work culture at Amazon. Remember, this comes some months after a newspaper report which questioned work conditions there based on versions that they got from former employees. So that's something he's defended. But something that everyone in India was keenly watching out for was, of course, what he says about the India opportunity. Now, he was really mum on the recent norms as far as FDI in e-commerce is concerned, but he did talk about all the customization and the innovation, so to speak, that Amazon has done in India. So, to get more sellers on their platform. He spoke about the Amazon Chai Cart initiative, where the Amazon Chai Cart went about trying to peddle the Amazon platform to sellers in some of India's smallest cities. He also spoke about the Seller Flex initiative that they've introduced, but really nothing more on that. Remember, Amazon has been mum ever since those FDI norms came out last week. So I guess the suspense is still there on what their move will be next.
Chandra, I want to ask you something. Tell us, what's the next move going to be for Amazon India, considering the recent norms on FDI and e-commerce, or rather the clarifications that came out? What options does Amazon technically have?
The next move, Krishna, that people will watch out for, I mean, there's no question of, their commitment to India, because remember, they've lost China in a sense to Alibaba. So India is the next big market for them after the US. There's no way they cannot hope to win here. And they've already committed a lot of money here. So there's no question of them going back on that. I think what everybody is really looking at is the Cloudtail joint venture that they have with Catamaran, owned by Narayan Murthy's family. Now, the Cloudtail currently is the biggest seller on Amazon's platform here. Some reports say it contributes to over 30%, nearly 40% of sales. But as per the new norms, no seller can contribute to more than 25%. So the question is really what they will do with Cloudtail. We've been speaking to analysts. Amazon hasn't come back, but they have told the Economic Times that, they are committed to India and they've always worked within the norms. That's the broad statement they've given. But in terms of what they will do, we've spoken to analysts on the possible options that they have. One thing, of course, that they can do is really break this up into multiple entities based on categories. So you can have a different Cloudtail catering to fashion, catering to electronics, because no single category would contribute more than 25%. That's one of the options they have. And others also asking if they, need that JV anymore. Will they buy it back from Catamaran and just set it up as an independent, as various independent entities? So I think that's something that we are awaiting clarity on, but a move that will be watched closely by peers in the next few weeks.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ETNow, and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at ETNowLive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/ETNow.